right.
All right. We are live. Okay.
So because of you, you not join.
All
And they
right,
talk
ladies.
to person. She register, but because she there here now,
All
she
right, ladies. You can turn off your camera here. You can mute yourself. So just
Okay,
okay.
okay.
yeah, yeah. Mm. All right, my people. Okay, can we have more person? Let's give them some more time. Let's give them some more time so we can have more people in the. If you're in the group chat, quickly send a message that we are live so they know that we're not here to play. We have not come to play. So we're just gonna give them more time.
I'm not on the group. Oh.
You're not the group.
No.
Okay, just hold on. I'll do something about that now. Join in, ladies. Join in, ladies. We need more eyes. Hello. Okay, so this is what you're gonna do. As you join the live, let me know where you're joining from, your name and where you're joining from quickly, okay? Let's give others 10 more minutes and then we'll start. 10 minutes is a lot. Let's say 7 minutes and then we'll start. All right, ladies. Just drop in the chat box, drop in your name and where you're chatting from. Hi, is that Dalili or Delili? Hello, Delili. How are you? Welcome to Bid Differently. Welcome, welcome. In the chat box, just drop your name and where you're chatting from. Lagos, Nigeria, Benin, Nigeria, Calabar, wherever it is, just drop that in the chat box. In the next 5 minutes, we're going to start. Also, you can drop your expectations for the meeting. What do you expect in the meeting? What do you expect to happen in the meeting? Hello, most. I don't know how to pronounce that, but let me call you Kemi. Welcome, Kemi, to Build Differently. Welcome. Please drop your expectations for the meeting. What do you want to know? What you expect to achieve at the end of this meeting. Welcome to Build Differently. In the next 3 to 5 minutes, we'll be starting. So if you have any sister founder that you want to invite to learn from this, you can immediately send them the live link so that we can You expect to leave with impact. Beautiful. This is going to be really impactful. Trust me, it is going to be really impactful. Hi, Mary. Welcome. Mary from Lagos. Welcome. Beatrice from Abuja. Welcome. Welcome. Thank you all for joining. Welcome. Please drop your expectations for the meeting. Welcome. No, it's okay. It's okay, Dalili. We expect okay. In the next 3 minutes, we should get started. We're not waiting for anybody, or anybody who is not here is going to miss it. This is not even It's not even a joke. Anybody who is not here is going to miss this meeting. Is going to miss all the truths and the tips and strategies that will be coming out in this meeting. All right, welcome, 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 welcome. Okay, in the next 2 minutes, we'll be starting. Welcome. I said that TikTok live would have been glitching by now. I'm glad that you have better network here. I'm glad I single-handedly picked this because I single-handedly picked this platform because I've used it over and over and over again. So I trust it. Okay. All right, ladies. We have given them enough time because we have very limited time, but we have a lot to cover. That is why we'll be starting now. So if you have any friends, anybody that you want to invite to this, hello, Florence. Please drop where you're texting from, your name and where you're texting from. Hello, Chidima. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. Welcome, welcome. All right, so without further ado, I will be introducing our guest speakers one after the other, starting with the person of this person is someone I literally watched her. I watched her journey. I know when she would cry to me, come and tell me stories like, hello, they're pricing me like crayfish. I don't know what's going on. I went to this price in my head and I came back and this is what they offered me and I just had to take it. All the calls, everything, the stress. I literally watched her build from scratch and become better at building, become a strategist, learn to collaborate and just blossom. This is the person of Miss Divine Okeke. And Miss Divine Okeke, please uh, welcome to stage. Can you hear me? If you're here, please identify.
Hello, I can hear you. Hello, everyone.
Hello, Miss Divine. Welcome to Build Differently. We're very happy to have you here.
Thank
Please
you so
introduce yourself.
much. Hi,
You have the
everyone. My name is
Hello.
My name is Divine Ukeke, but you can call me Naya, okay? And I'm a brand strategist and founder of NOS Creatives. So NOS
Yeah.
Creatives is a social media marketing agency where we help brands create content, edit videos, and manage their social media accounts and take them from 0 to 100 in no time. I'm super pumped to be here, guys. Super excited. The chat is buzzing. Everyone is
Yes.
alive. I love the energy. I'm super happy to be
Yeah.
here. Um,
Thank you so much, Miss Divine. Next is another very beautiful, very funny lady. In fact, I can say she has hacked content creation. She has hacked it so much that she, in fact, I'm not even going to speak so much. Let her come and do the talking by herself. This is one very beautiful, amazing lady. I've known her for a while. I watched her build as well. She is amazing. She is funny. She is creative. She is strategic. She's an epitome of confidence. You can say that about her, and she's a person of Miss Azike Dumebi. Please, Miss Dumebi, you have the floor. Please, please, please. Can we have some fire emojis in the chat box because she's not small?
Oh my god.
Welcome,
Thank you so
welcome, Miss
much. Good evening,
Dumebi.
everybody. Can you guys see me? Because like I
Yes.
cannot.
Okay. I think it just went out.
Okay. I don't know why people cannot see me, or I don't know why I cannot see myself. But anywho,
Okay. Let me.
thank you very much for
You're
the
welcome. Welcome,
introduction.
Miss Dumebi.
Yeah, my name is Maybe. I am the CEO of Daz Fashion, so you can call me Daz. And Daz is a clothing brand, a female clothing brand for now, that specializes in bespoke and ready to wear outfits. And our aim is to make every woman dazzle. That is our slogan. We make you dazzle. So yeah, and it's more than a clothing brand. We're also building community around, confident women. And yeah, I've also explored content creation, like they said. And basically what I do is just sits at the heart of business, creativity, and personal branding. So I am excited to be here to share with you guys my journey and experiences. So yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, thank you so much, Mr. Maybe. Thank you so much. And as you guys know, I am Martet Gurley, Rena Karis. I am the founder of Martet Gurley. And what we do basically is I'm so focused about women growing, the growth of women. And, after 2 years of doing some research, I figured out that the major problems women face is that they build alone. They build alone. You have a business idea, you just want to build alone. You don't think that there's a way to come together, you and some other persons, to build together, to discuss, to share ideas, create opportunities for each other. Because I believe that we rise by lifting other. And when one sister is lifted, every other sister behind her can rise if there's intentionality. Do you understand? And that's the purpose of Matek Girlie. Apart from growing, learning to understanding your business, getting clear on your business, creating systems around your business, and just making your business easy. What we also do is we make sure that we build founders and CEOs, not just business women. We don't do business women here. We do founders, we do CEOs, we do strategists here. We not they do crayfish. We don't, so we are not going to be priced like crayfish in the market. Do you understand me? Okay, so this is build differently. Welcome to Build Differently. The theme is stronger currency, and the reason for this is because I figured out that when they say your network is your net worth, people just take it literal. It is beyond that. It is
yeah.
beyond that because if you have a circle of women who have come to a point where they understand that when you lift one woman and you know you and that woman lift another woman, then we have a group of women who are more financially stable and more capable, more self-aware, right? So the theme stronger currency rose from a concern where women just do things all alone. But I believe that when we come together, our network becomes our greatest asset. And that's the purpose for this webinar, right? So, um, Miss Divine, are you here?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, okay. All right. Thank you very much. I just wanted to be sure. So, over to the topic of today, I would like to ask, yeah, Miss Divine, this is for you. I would like to ask you, right, to just tell us what you think about women who build alone, and tell us how your journey started. You know.
I think that's like I don't want to bore you guys with my story because my journey, yeah. So okay, personally, I'm not one to have so many friends. That's how I started. To myself, I'm that person that does not have female friends, right? But
Yeah.
then it did more. I feel like it didn't play out very well for me. You see this thing
Mm.
that sometimes girls, go out, do this, do that. Sometimes these things are actually very helpful. We may not know
Mhm.
it, but those girls in school that were forming cliques were networking, but we did not see it. Because
Yeah.
me personally, I grew up with
Yeah.
a lot of guys, so I just love being around guys. My guys, like my brother's friends, they will come around. I love being around guys. So I neglected female friendships, right? Little did I
Yeah.
know that when I spent 4 years in Imo State University without having one single friend, right? That I would say I went to school and came out and we kept the connection. But many of them are still, doing very good things together. And that was where I slept on that, right?
Mm.
I slept on that opportunity. So why am I saying this? You cannot build alone. It
Mm.
is not, it doesn't help anybody building alone. Let me tell you something. I went for an interview today, and this interview is I felt very weird sitting on a chair to be interviewed for a role for social media marketing today. Do you know why? For
Please tell
two
us
years that
why.
I've been for 2 years that I've been a social media manager, yeah, most of my clients came through referrals. I've only gone for one interview in my life. So today was the second one. Today was the second one. And I felt so weird. Like, what am I doing here? That was how I felt. Because every other job I have gotten. Oh, she's the one that handled this hotel. Oh, she's the one that did that. It was referral, collaborations,
Yeah.
people that knew
Yeah.
me and
Yeah.
my work. We
Mm.
cannot build alone. Let me tell you, society has already put us in a place as women where opportunity sometimes, I'm not a negative person, but I want to speak facts. Yeah.
Yes.
Opportunity
Yes.
sometimes has already to an extent limited you as a woman.
Yes.
So now you are trying to break out of that cage as a woman, right?
Mm-hmm.
You need to put yourself out there. Whatever you can do, you say this is not the time to be shy or whatever you can do, you say you can do this, and you do what? You collaborate with people. Collaboration would always take you further than what you would have done alone.
Yeah. Yeah. Definitely.
So I believe in building together.
Thank
Yes, I do.
you very much. Thank you very much, Ms. Dumi. Did you want to speak on that? Like, when did you? How about what do you think about building alone? And when did you first realize that building alone was costing you? Could it whether time or money or energy? When exactly did you feel like that? You're muted.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, so I mean, no man is an island. You're building alone. Yes, you might be making progress, but it's going to be very slow.
Mm.
At the point in my business, in fact, even till now, I know that soon I'm still going to invite more people, but like
Mm-hmm.
only you want to be the business owner, the founder, the content creator, the marketer, the all person. You will burn out.
You
You
bother.
need time. You actually need time to think of strategy to make this scale.
Strategy.
So it's not even about money. It's not even about okay, it's costing me money. It's my energy. It will just
Mm-hmm.
kill my morale. Right now,
Mm-hmm.
I gave myself just 2 weeks ago. That was on the 28th of May. I said I want to see how content creation is going to change the game for me. Let me just test it for 1 month. Let me see how this thing is going to be. It's been just 2 weeks. I've had 100,000 of views. I've had customers from there, and most of them
Beautiful.
and it's like, because the post I'm making before is like, come and buy, it's 18,000, 10,000. But I decided that it's better to build a community.
Yes.
That way it's easier to sell. Because it's better for me to buy from my friend that I know, G gets, than for me to go and buy from Zara. I mean, if anything happens, I can't do anything. So I'd rather buy from somebody. Like, what is making me buy from you when you not even they agree to me? Giga, I text you don't reply me. There has to be a community. I make it an obligation to reply every single person that comments under my post. And I realize that because I'm a fashion designer. Normally, when I'm posting, I'm supposed to be posting for customers, right? No, most of my followers, my people that view my stuff, people that comment, they are fashion designers like me.
You see, so, wow.
They are fashion designers like, they will ask, is it this one that you use on your dress? Is it this one you use on your dress? And I will reply them and say, is this one or is this one? We're doing a community. Do you get? If a customer should come to somebody's page and the comments there is just customers saying how much, oh, this thing is fine. And you go to another person's page, that fashion designers are even commenting on it that this thing is fine. What one do you think you're going to believe? So it's not about competition. There's nothing like competition. I don't even get skipped. If you ask me how I did something, I tell you straight up. Because we rise by lifting others, right?
Of course.
So,
of course.
yeah, I mean, the client that came to my house today, she was from somebody. And I was like, please, who is this person? Let me thank her. She showed me a picture. I don't even remember who this person is. And the person was like, I know her very well. I chat with people like as if I've known you before. But I mean, not really like, because I'm not this kind of person that is always, girls are not to be trusted. So, community is actually very, very important, especially with women.
Thank you.
We need to change our narrative that women don't like women. We need to actually change our narrative. Yeah, exactly. Because actually are powerful.
Yes, thank you so much, Mr. Raven. Thank you so much. You just really nailed it. The mentality that women, the least people who will support you are your female friends, that you're doing something inside their mind. It's not a mentality that we should hold. Because imagine if you are one positive person and you believe in sisterhood. Trust me, there are other ladies who believe in sisterhood like you. You just have to find them. That's just the truth. When you find your community, everything is easier. Everything becomes easier. I'm going to talk about this, Dumebi. You mentioned something about content creation. And to be honest, I've noticed that your content creation game has really, it has blown up. In fact, I can say you get 200 likes when you make a post. In the next how many minutes, you're getting 200 likes. Like, how is it possible that, do you think, this is the question exactly, do you think that the community that you're building is one thing that has helped your visibility?
Yes, because life is give and take, right? You cannot just be expecting people to just support you. You are not giving, you're not supporting. You're not also replying to other people's message. Like, I'll see my friends' posts. I would reply, I would repost. I would comment, repost, like. Do you get? So when the person seeing that this person is liking my stuff, the person cannot see your stuff and swipe up. Even if the person doesn't even want to stay to the end, she will just support. All these posts that are even going viral, I don't post any link on my WhatsApp status. If you notice, I don't post any of my TikTok or Instagram
on your WhatsApp. Yes, that's
because true. I feel like if I post it and people just like want to just engage, they'll just go like, comment, leave, and that is affecting the algorithm. They have to actually want to watch it, not may not be like, so let me help this girl to. No, I want people that actually stop their scroll and watch the end and comment meaningful comments, not just fire. Do you understand? And then on that form there, ask them a question. Especially when it's controversy, I love it so much. That's what used to make my stuff have views. I posted something and somebody was like, Insim is fine. It's been a while. She was trying to shade my work. I was like, it's been a while I saw this type of sewing. And I said, okay, madam, what type of sewing do you used to see? Somebody that came and said, I bet go ask for. And I said, when the madam replied, please let me know. Before you know, fight. That was how people fashion say come in and say that, oh, how will somebody post something and you just come and start saying trash? I'm like, okay, I like it. It's giving me visibility. And as I'm seeing that views are coming, I post another one. I post another one. I post another one. And this kind of content is I'm not doing come and buy. Do you understand?
Yeah.
I'm not being you must. I'm just doing. Let me see what people like. When people always say find your niche, find your niche, find your niche, I'm just like, I'm tired. What should I find I don't know my niche. Or what's my niche? Then I realized that discovering your niche, you don't discover your niche before you start content creation. It's when you're doing content, people will not discover it for you.
Thank you.
So when you're now seeing the ones they like, you now know your niche. You try another one, you see that it's having engagement, you replicate it. Maybe it's the sound. I noticed that there was a particular sound I used that sound again, and the views doubled. And I'm like, okay. So that's how you have to be intentional about it. Like, don't There was one that Nigerian fashion designers reposted on their page. I was second guessing that post, but I told myself that no matter how rubbish it is, I will post every day, and I posted it, and that was how you started having views. So content creation is just about attraction before conversion, converting them to customer. Yes, attraction.
Beautiful. That was a very beautiful one. Thank you so much, Mr. Maybe. Mr. Vine, as someone who has done social media marketing and management for how long that you've done it, can you give your take on the relationship between community and finance? I don't know if you understand what I'm trying to ask. Now, you know, there's a lot of persons now, they want to start a business. I know we have them here in the audience. A lot of women, they want to start a business, but they don't have the capital, they don't have the finance. How do you think that being part of a community is one way that they can fix that issue? Do you think it's connected somehow?
Okay, just to be sure I understand your question, you don't have finances, you don't have capital, but you want to start a business and you have a community.
Yeah.
Am I correct?
Yes, you're in a community. You want to start a business, but you don't have capital.
Okay.
Do you think there's a way someone can leverage on community to raise capital for their business?
Yes, in different ways. So first of all, you don't have to beg for money, right? We're going to rule that one out. You don't have to beg for money.
Totally.
Although communities can also be them, right? Yeah.
Yes.
But when it comes to social media community, right? Now, what I need you people to understand is social media is money. Now, having a community on social media is water.
Oh, okay.
So if you have a community on social media, you are sleeping on money, but you can't see it.
Okay.
So there's no way. Now, kudos to Dumebi for going viral a couple of times. I've been following your story. Well done on that, right? I saw the blog who posted you as well. Kudos to Dumebi.
Beautiful.
Now, I've been following that, right? So let me use Dumebi as a case study. She's building a community right now, correct?
Yeah.
Dumebi will not be broke 2 years from now if she keeps the momentum going and she has a strong community. Reason is this: these people are coming. Some of your audience, quote me if I'm wrong, okay? I stand to be corrected. Some of your audience are coming to tap from your knowledge. They're asking questions in the comments, right? Like, oh, how do you show that? How do you show that? Correct?
Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
Good. While some will come as customers to buy from you, correct?
Yes.
You just built 2 audiences. Now, do you know what happened in 2 years' time if you decide to create a course?
Actually,
do you know what and start teaching those frequently asked questions in your comment section?
Very smart.
Then the people that are also asking for your dress prices are still buying your clothes. It doesn't change that. You're still a fashion designer. What have you done? You cannot go broke when you have a real community. You've monetized your community.
Yes.
So you cannot go broke. You cannot tell me that you have a community and you are broke. You are just not seeing it yet, my darling. You are not just seeing the opportunities yet. And this is the reason why you want to strategize, you want to sit down and you want to attend meetings like this to open your eyes. You cannot have a community and remain broke. No.
Wow. This you just gave me a totally different perspective to this. I used to think of it as this way, because the reason for the community that I'm building is so that women can come together to help each other. If there's business opportunities, maybe I have a real estate opportunity and I think it's very good, it's going to benefit the women in my community. I find out about it, get the information, and I bring it. Okay, so we want to buy a piece of land at so place. It goes for 50 million. We're 100. Everybody has to bring 500k, and in the next 5 years we could sell this land, or we could build on it, or we could plant on it. That was my perspective to community. But the way you explained it right now, I am seeing many things at this point. Really,
Yeah.
I am seeing so many things at this point, and it is really brilliant. Dear audience, if you are listening, because Mr. Maybe you're muted, please. You can leave your mic
Yeah, I
on.
would like to add a little to what she said.
Okay, tell me, please.
You said you don't have money, right? But you have a community.
Yeah.
And you want to start a business.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
So you don't have money, you don't have capital. You want to start a business, and you have a community. If you like, it means that you have customers already, but you don't have money to buy what you want to sell to them, right?
Wow.
That's what I'm meaning.
Wow.
Customers. So because I have if I have friends that they're like, I want to start this business, so what do you think? I want to start this trips business, what do you think? I will give, because it's not about money. Money is not even the highest, it's knowledge. The fact that you know something. Somebody in that community will definitely know how you get something cheaper. Will definitely know how you get something without paying immediately. Maybe as the person pays, customer pays, you start from somewhere, but you know that you're having customers down. The moment somebody buys and you are selling, and you don't, there are some people, they don't have shop, like physical shop. It's online, they are posting. You think it's for them, it's not for them. The moment you send them money, they'll buy it for you, take their profits and send it to you. So the fact that you have customers, you have a community, that's an asset, because people will spend money to buy things and they don't have community to sell it to. You understand? So community already makes you rich. Yeah.
Wow, this is some really beautiful aspect. Really. Thank you so much, Miss Jumebi. Thank you so much, Miss Divine, for this hot take. This is a hot take. Listeners, hope you are taking this. Hope you are jotting things down so that you can take things away, because you don't want to come to this. You don't want to come and you don't want to attend this meeting and then leave just like that. No, we don't do that here. We don't do that here. All right. So also, I've had some persons come to me for counseling, during free consultations and all. And then they tell me that they want to start a business. They have the money, but it's either they don't have time to focus on the business, or they get confused, or sometimes it just feels like they're doing something, but it's not working out. What do you think could be their problem, and what do you think they could do to manage their time better, to be less confused in their business, and also to have a way that they work that just flows and they have everything figured out? They know where money is going, they know where money is coming from, they know everything going on in their business at a glance. This question is to anybody who
I'm not I didn't really get the question in the beginning, because I don't know what happened.
So I was saying that I've consulted some clients that they have the capital for the business.
Okay.
They have capital. They have the idea. Idea is not the problem. They say, okay, I want to go into fashion, or I want to start baking. But then maybe they have another job, or they have a family, or they live under someone. So there's the no time issue. Then when they finally get to do the business, with the no time, they become inconsistent. Somehow, they don't even know how to structure the business that they know where money is coming in or going out of the business. They don't
Okay.
know that. And also, they somehow they are inconsistent because of these things. What do you think could be the problem, and how do you think they can navigate through?
Okay.
Okay. In as
You
much as
want
I
to
want, okay. I don't know how many of us are Igbos here, but I'm going to speak small Igbo. In as much as I want to say one day kwechiri, right? In as much as I want to say that, like, yeah. In as much as I want to say that, like, you have to stand your ground. That's what it means in Igbo, right? You have to stand your ground, because I'll take myself for example. Trust me, I've not gotten to where I want to be, but I want to establish a fact that I'm better than where I used to be, right? So I want to say this. I was a teacher for primary six students 2 years ago.
I remember that.
2024, 2024 had just graduated from Imo State University. I didn't have money. I was as broke as possible, as anybody could ever be. I needed money, and I went to take a job as a primary school teacher. My plan was to then take a course on social media management. I wanted to be certified. I wanted the certificate, right? So my plan was to take a course on social media management, but I didn't have finances. I borrowed money from my brother-in-law at the time, who later dashed me the money. So I borrowed money for the course, right? And I took that course. Now listen, what was I doing? I was still working as a primary school teacher, using the money to fuel the cost. So I had money from the cost, buying data, transporting myself, just this. My salary was 30,000 naira at the time. So I was taking courses, and at the end of it, I graduated from that course, right, with a certificate. Now listen, when I was still a teacher in that school, primary six students, right, teaching primary six students, I got my first client. Still a teacher. And this happened in the space of 2 months after taking the course. Luck is different, but I want to believe, I'm a believer. I want to believe that with God, you can do anything, right? So I'm going to add God in this case study. I'm a very profound believer. I love God so much. So in 2 months of doing that, I landed my first client. Let me bust your head. The next 2 weeks, another client.
wow.
Now, what happened? I was feeling burnt out. I'm a teacher by day, a content creator by night. Because then I was one of the location I was shooting for as the social media manager was a lounge, so it was more nightlife. So teacher by day, content creator by night. I was running helters. I was everywhere. I couldn't sleep. Right? What did I do? I prioritized. Now I have gotten what I prayed for. This is my
That's
dream,
beautiful.
my vision. This is where I want to go. I use this one to get this one. I have climbed that mountain. Now, what do I want in life? What do I want to focus on? So I have to now do what? Prioritize. So as a business
Yeah.
owner, you are running here, you are doing there. At some point, you have to make that decision. Where am I going? Which one is my goal? Listen, sometimes you are going to use one to get to the other. But when you finally reach that bridge, you have to make that hard decision. Do I quit this job to
Yeah.
build this career? Do I keep doing the job and ignore the You have to make that decision at some point. So now, back to your question. You are a business person. You're trying to do business and still work, do other things. There's something called planning, okay? Plan your life, plan your day. I wake up every day writing a to-do list. In fact, I write my to-do list before the day. Tonight, I'll write my to-do list for tomorrow, so that the minute I'm waking up, I am jumping right into what I need to do without thinking, because it's very easy to scroll on TikTok. Very easy to forget your plan for the day.
Yes.
You have to plan. As a young woman, nobody's coming to save you, my darling. Not many of us will have rich husbands, let's be honest. But I will, in Jesus' name.
True.
And you will.
We are the woman of
Amen. Amen.
At point, tell yourself the truth. Nobody's coming to save you, my darling. You have to take life serious. Many of us are giving excuses. That's the truth. Sometimes it's laziness. I'm not trying to drag anyone, but sometimes we're just lazy. You can do it. That's why I said, Kochiri, you can do it. But when it is now too hard on you, please make the decision, go left or right. You'll be fine. Thank you.
Thank you so much for that beautiful perspective. You wanted to say something, Mr. Maybe. Can we hear from you?
Yeah, I wanted to I'm looking at it from the perspective of a 9 to 5 worker that wants to
Okay.
start
Okay.
a business. You want to start a
Okay.
business, but you're doing 9 to 5. And the reason why you have not stopped that 9 to 5 is because of the money that is coming from there. That is just like basic. It's just helping you survive. It's not helping you save. You're just using the money to survive. And you want something by the side. Maybe that's your real passion. You first of all,
Mm-hmm.
if it is business, let's say something that you're selling, something that, for example, me. Let me use myself because this I just finished my service and I was doing a 9 to 5. I'll come back very late in the night. Then I'll now come and take clients' order. Then I now thought about because you have to sit down and strategize. Okay, I want to make this amount of money. What would I do that would, make me money? Yes, I know you are going to burn out normally because you're the one that
Yes.
wants to. Me, coming from a lazy person because me, I'm lazy. Let me not even lie. But I like that is why because I'm lazy. I like to do things easy way. So I like to look for the easy way. How would I
Yes.
do this thing that will not make me run mad? So I first of all I said okay, let me do ready to wear. So instead of clients telling me I want to make an outfit, then I'll not come back from work in the night. I'm not come and start sewing. Is this Saturday that I want to rest? I'll just make it down. The time I have, I'll make it down. Use that 1 month, make it down, and post it. So when I'm at work, somebody will just say they want to buy. I can literally bring it to work and give it to you and collect my money. You're not giving me time to sew. You're not giving me deadline. Do you understand? So then at the long run, I realized that I needed another hand. You cannot do it alone. You need somebody
Yeah.
else. That was
Yes.
when I now employed somebody to work with me. She's even here now, say. So that's how. So if I'm at work, I can literally be making voice and I'm telling her that do this stuff like this, do this stuff like this. So if I come back, you listen, I'll just do basic things, cut. The sewing, she will handle it. Because you want to pay for that comfort. You want to have comfort. You don't want to, but you have to pay for it. You have to pay somebody for it.
Yes.
You have to bring
Yes.
somebody inside to work with you. You are making your
Yes.
money. The person too is making money. You are even creating employment opportunity. And yeah, you
Yes.
can yes now.
Yes. That's how
So
you
you have
should
to
see
actually
it.
have yeah, you have to have somebody else because you cannot handle everything alone. You cannot be in control. You will not be able to post content, you'll not be able to do nothing. So as you're doing your
It's
nine
true.
to five, that one we now fund because from the money, from the NYSC money, I will now go and buy materials. I will now make outfits. I will now post. So now that we are done with service, I've already like made some kind of outfits. I've already established some kind of presence. It was NYSC that made me start ready to wear because I didn't know it was bespoke before. But that now somebody came to my house today to sew clothes. I measured her. She saw something on the hanger. And she was like, this cloth is fine, no. How much? She tested it. I said, just test it first. I don't want she wear it. You know how to take it off. She wore it. And she was like, it's done. I will adjust it for you. Don't worry. It's not to adjust. I adjusted it for her and she took it home. She paid for that one instantly and paid
Wow.
part payment for the other one. So you have to start thinking multiple streams of income. See, whatever you're
Multiple
doing, there are 5 ways
streams
to
of
make money.
income.
Yeah, whatever you're
Multiple
doing,
streams of
there are
income.
5 ways to make money from it. If you are doing fashion designing, there are 5 ways to make money from it. Not just sewing bespoke. There's ready to wear. There's
Listen,
teaching.
no.
There is teaching somebody. There is consulting. There is fabric sourcing. There is YouTube. There are 5. You have to think, okay, this business that I'm doing that is giving me just 500. What other way can I use to make money from this thing? Something will definitely come up. You can ask ChatGPT. AI is not there for fancy. Ask ChatGPT, how do I double 100K? How do I double this money for making this thing I'm doing? Whatever it is, I don't even if it's a career selling, there are some people that will still order from me if you package it very well. So
Very,
you just have to sit down and strategize.
So I would like to add
very.
something to Maybe's point. So the Maybe said you just there are different ways to make you find a way to make money from what you're doing. I agree on that, and I would like to build on that point because according to there's someone I listened forgotten his name right now. His name just left my head, but I listened to him on YouTube. Right, he said
Okay.
something about multiple streams of income. Listen, multiple streams of income does not necessarily have to be multiple businesses. Take this home, okay? There's one thing I want you to take home is take this
Jot
home.
that down.
Yeah, multiple streams of income does not necessarily need to be multiple businesses, okay? Because you will easily burn out. When one business has not built, you are opening another because of money. You'll be burnt out and overwhelmed. You don't want to do that to yourself. But what you should do is one business, multiple streams. Imagine they may be making a course for tailors, for fashion designers, money. Imagine they may be doing sewing clothes for her customers, money. Imagine the baby having her interns sew for her. She's resting and she's still making money. You see, one business, multiple streams. So now I'm a social media manager, and a brand comes to me and say, oh no, don't worry, we have a social media manager, but can you just create our content? I edit the videos and they pay me money. I manage the social media for them and they pay me money. I tell them to use and go and execute by themselves, and they do what? They pay me money.
So you see, yes.
One social media management, multiple streams of income. Very important.
Wow, that's beautiful. One business, multiple streams. Yes, Kemi, that's right. That's it right there. Thank you so much for this beautiful perspective. You guys came prepared. You guys are just giving us hot takes back to back to back to back to back. Everybody in the comment section, hope you are listening, because after today, we're not coming back to where we are tonight. After tonight, everybody is moving to the next level. So anything that you can take from this meeting, take it now. I know someone said they came here for impact. They're already impacting your life like this. So just be jotting down. As you are jotting down, it's not just to jot down or you execute, or there's a part called action. And that's the part we're going to talk about now. So I had a conversation with somebody, and I was talking about how sometimes African female founders, especially, they're either lazy or they lack ideas, or they have just become so accustomed to the double burden, the effect of the double burden. The double burden is a phenomenon that states that women have the responsibility to care for the home and their children and their husband while taking care of their businesses. And this has affected, because of the double burden, there's very low chances of a woman doing business successfully. Yes, very low chances. Because let's think about it. By the time she's done cooking, cleaning, caring for husband, caring for babies, what time does she have to think about, okay, this client didn't like this client didn't like this, to now strategize toward it? Right? So now, from that conversation with this girl, where I said they're either lazy or lack ideas, or they have accepted the double burden so much that they can't move or rise above it, because whatever you accept, you can't rise above. So they've accepted it so much, and they are unable to rise above it. Now, do you think that action, when it comes to business, do you think they need action first, or they need clarity first?
When it comes to business,
Yes.
like for them to scale.
Yes, for them to start a business, for them to scale a business, for them to rise above the double burden and do a business.
Okay, so first of all, if you are starting your business before you get married, because it's better to start making money before you get married. It's better to have a business that you focus on, because women tend to put all their energy into things they care about. Yes, marriage or children or relationship, boyfriend and girlfriend, they tend to put their energy in that relationship. They're not like men, I don't know, men are different, but women, their natural nurturers. They like to nurture, something. Like
Yes.
their children, they like to give it their all. So it is better that you want to start a business. You start without that distraction. So if you are married and you want to start business, just know that the business that you are going to start. I don't know if there's any married person here. Let me know. I'm gonna be giving us advice to who is not married. You want to start a business, maybe you have money, you want to start a business, you have to have somebody in the shop. Let's put it like, let's say in the shop. You need to have somebody that is going to be working for you, or else you are going to get burnt out. And if you're not going to marry somebody that is a very, very traditional man, that you have to get home and cook first for him before he comes. After you are coming from work, or both of you are coming from work, or you now go home and cook. Both of you are tired. That's why it's good to marry somebody that understands our generation now. So you have to have somebody that is working alongside you, either as a partner or somebody that you employed. And let me just add this bonus tip. If you are doing a business and you want to scale, you want customers, you want to go big, the first thing you need is not plenty money or plenty stocks. You need visibility. You need customers. Because when you invest money and there's nobody to buy it, how will you make your money back? So if somebody wants to start business, you test the market, post, create anticipation. I want to start this thing. Most times people get sold out after they have announced their business a week ago. And we are dropping this thing is happening, sales, biggest ever. People are like, okay, they are saving their money for you. Not that you just come for just come one day, I'm selling this thing. You have to give me some time to plan. Budget this thing, and I have to trust you too. So it always has to be in their faces. Always has to be in their faces. That this is what I'm doing. This is my business. Somebody said something about advertising. That most times advertising takes more effect after people have seen it 7 times.
Yes, very true.
7 times. Like you have to. I remember when Ayastar started now. Don Jazzy would put money on promotion. If I open Instagram, it's Ayastar I'm seeing. I open Instagram and see Ayastar. That's how you scale a business. You have to put your business out there. So you have to first, visibility, tell people, create awareness and stuff before you now even start the business. So as you're starting the business, the customer is there down because it can frustrate you. Have you had business depression before? You have business, your money is tied down for weeks, nobody is buying. So you have to create the customer, create their hype. If you see that people are not responding, abort, change trajectory, do something that people are liking, not what you like. Because I noticed that in a fashion, I'll do a design that I like, it might not be what people like. So you check the trends, check then that's how you.
That's true. I also think that another thing that can help these women is, like we've always said, is being part of a community where, a community, the purpose of a community is for support. Different communities have their different goals, but a community like the one that I'm building is majorly for support. So imagine that there's 100 of us with the same drive, and then there's this lady who is, feeling like she can't move, there's no action, or she's confused, she needs clarity. When she sees that, okay, there's an event happening on so day at so venue. In that event, everybody is to network and sell themselves, their businesses. She doesn't even need to so much. All she has to do is attend that meeting, attend that event, and open her mouth and speak. And the only thing that's going to happen, the only thing that can hold her back is herself at that point. Do you get? So being in communities where they support you to move. Okay, you have a community and they say, okay, this is this week's agenda. Everybody, we're going to support each other. We're going to follow each other on social media.
Posting.
Exactly.
It's not how
We're
you
going to
not
follow
get
each other
caught.
on social media this week. From next week, once one person posts, everybody's reposting and sending evidence. That
Hmm.
way, we're helping ourselves build. That's what stronger currency
Yes.
is. That's what building differently is. We're not building alone anymore. We're building with other people who have the same goal. Do you understand? It is okay. Dumebi is a fashion designer. Me, I'm a pastry chef. This person,
Yeah.
Divine is a social media manager. Okay, this is what we're going to do. Today's agenda: Divine will follow me. I'll follow Divine. I'll follow Dumebi. I'll follow Dumebi. Will follow me back. We're all followers of each other. Our followers has increased. That's one thing. Then
Mhm.
I post. Dumebi goes, watches my video to the end, likes it, and comments and reposts. Divine Ghost does the same thing. The other 100 ladies go do the
Oh,
same thing.
relax.
The algorithm begins to understand certain things. I don't know if you understand, and it begins to push you to certain people. It sees that people like your
My
content,
God.
people are consuming your content. I don't know if you understand what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
So I believe that one way that people can move from a place of inaction is to be in an active community and be active in that community. Because there's a difference in being in a community and being active in a community. There's a very big difference. Ms. Divine, are you here? Is there something you want to say?
My network, was having
Okay,
was having
okay,
network issues for a little. Yeah, I'm back now.
okay, all right. You wanted to say something before I continued?
Oh yeah. To buttress on to maybe's point, when you said she said something about marrying the right people. You asked a question. You said something about women who
Time management, the double burden, inaction, and
but
inconsistency.
so yes, that's a real thing, guys. That's a real thing. I'm not married. I'm very single. And I remember one day I was cooking, and guess what happened? I was editing at the same time, and my food burned. So that's a very serious thing, right? So it's hard. It's not very easy. I'm one very positive person, but I will tell you for a fact it's not so easy, right? So for real, I saw a viral video of a pastor recently where he said, "My dear men, learn to outsource. You cannot just keep a woman to the barest minimum that can be outsourced and quench her fire. This is a woman that she's hot, she's doing so much for herself. Is now washing of clothes that's the problem. My love, outsource, please. Me personally, I take my clothes to dry cleaner whenever I don't feel like washing.
Outsource.
Thank
That's
you.
another
Outsource
one.
those
Why are we
crazy.
suffering?
Why are you suffering, baby? Outsource, okay? If you can get someone to cook, please let them cook, and
Mm-hmm.
do your business. Please.
Mm-hmm.
Some of these
I
things are
think I
not
think women.
your time at all.
Yeah,
Outsource this
yeah.
and focus on your business, your career, your passion, what needs to be done, okay?
Thank you so much. I think that's another thing, the mindset. Like someone said here in the comments that it's the conditioning. Women need to understand that. See, it's okay to not have it all figured out. It's okay to not have it all. It's okay to not be that woman that has it all figured out. Sometimes life will happen. You may not be able to do certain things, and it's okay. Do
It's
you understand?
okay.
It is very, very okay. Do you understand? So, without further ado, we're going to go into the question segment. If there's anybody in the comment section who has questions or concerns, now would be the time to drop your questions in the comments, and our beautiful guest will answer your questions. I saw questions in the group chat concerning content and sales. I don't know if those persons are here, but now will be the time to bring up those concerns, the content and sales questions that you had in the contact in the group chat. Um, anybody? Questions. We're waiting. Type it in the comments. Okay. While we wait for their questions, while we wait for their questions, uh, could you touch a little on uh, getting information as a business person, as someone who does business, how they can source for information? Because from conversations I've had, these are real concerns that These are real concerns that I've gotten from persons I've spoken with, ladies especially who do business in Nigeria, in Africa, right? Because I work with a South African
What's my
client as
network
well.
doing?
I work with a South African client. Okay, we have one question from Florence. All right, Florence says, let me show this on the stage so you can also see it, ladies. Florence says, can creativity on content be taught? Can creativity on content be taught?
Yes,
Okay, can you expound
absolutely.
on that?
Creativity on content, like you mean content creation, right? Like
Yeah.
content creation on, of course, people sell courses on content creation. Content creation. Okay, there was this class I joined like 3 days ago. They were talking about content, and they were breaking it down. They just like the skeleton of content. What makes your content, attractive? What makes people want to stop just scrolling? What makes people swipe up? What makes people bored? And then they said, especially for people that have personal brand. And then I realized that there were actually 4 content pillars. When people come to your page and people see that you are, an expert, you're always talking, Aswana, I am doing this, I do this, you're an expert on what you're doing. People be like, okay, yes, this person is an expert, but they are not, there's no connection. Do you understand? That's
Yeah.
why your content, your page needs to have 4 types of content. It needs to have content that will attract people. They might not be customers, they might not convert to customers. So I mean a funny post that people just come and like and laugh.
Yeah.
That's for
Yeah.
attraction. It can also help to build community, but it's not for conversion. That's not the purpose of that content. Then there can be
Mm.
another content that is for expertise, because most people don't like to tell people what they do. They will, how did you do this thing? They will not reply you. They want to gatekeep. Not knowing that when you teach value, it puts you in a position of expertise. It makes people like, okay, this person knows what you're doing, what she's doing. If tomorrow
Yeah.
you say you want to teach on this thing, because you have been giving free value, it doesn't have to be like, everything. But because you've been giving free value, people will trust you more because you know your stuff. And then when you now also post about lifestyle, this for personal brand, not like business. You post about lifestyle. Maybe you post one time where you went to the market, how it's tough, the behind the scenes, how you made something, how this people want to see that life too. It means that you're a real human being that they can connect with. I can
Yeah.
buy from this person. Because if you are selling 30,000 naira and Zara is selling 30,000 naira, why should I buy from you? While I could buy from a premium brand. But when I see that you are someone that I can relate with, I comment on your post and I'm saying that this person even replied me. You like sometimes I even DM when somebody DMs me, I'll just give them my WhatsApp number. So let's talk more there because I'm not active here. The person was from where? TikTok, Instagram, a stranger. And now the person is part of like your cheerleaders or something like that. There was somebody I
Yeah.
just met in a bus. And that was how the person was reposting my stuff. So this thing can actually be taught when you post content that tells people that this person is a human. This person is passing through things, relatable content like the one I posted. That people are
Yeah.
like, yeah, so this is me right now. Oh my god, the hair is so accurate, the bread, this is accurate. And I'm like, okay, people actually love content that they relate to. They might not necessarily want to buy now. So I mentioned 3 now, Abby. I mentioned lifestyle, I
Yeah.
mentioned attraction, I mentioned expertise. The last one is conversion. Now, this is what makes people customers. Because now they know that you're a real person, you're someone that I can relate with. I'd rather buy from you than buy
Mm-hmm.
from someone I don't know, a stranger. Then you can now sell your stuff. Even if the post is very, very low, with 7 likes, 7 views, you might get a customer from there, from a post that went viral.
Yeah.
So yeah, this is something that you have to be actually very, very intentional about. You leverage on AI tools. I'll keep saying it. Leverage on ChatGPT. ChatGPT cannot give you ideas. ChatGPT cannot give you your voice, but it can enhance it. Because I remember one time I was asking ChatGPT, please give me content ideas for fashion designer, blah 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 blah. They were just boring. It was just bland.
Basic stuff. Very true.
Because I'm like, nah, this sounds so robotic. And then I came up with an idea. I said, give me a caption for this video that I just did. It gave me different captions, and I was still not feeling. I said, okay, refine this caption. And ChatGPT, and I literally, because I used to chat with ChatGPT as if it's my friend, and I said, do you know I make better captions than you? And it's like, yes, because you are human. So you can relate.
Can you imagine?
So I said, okay, help me refine this thing in a better way. Do you understand? To give you a list of captions, and you'll be like, this one sounds really, really nice. So you post it. And I always have results. So you have to be creative. And
you have to.
You have to think of anything you think of that you think is funny, write it down. The day you want to create content and you don't have anything to create, look at your phone. Okay, let me create something around this thing. Use trending sound. It might not even be anything. It might just be a very nice picture with a trending sound. Then write something that people can relate to. Because people like to relate to, like when you just write something, maybe something controversial. Maybe beneath people, something, I don't know. Call out somebody. Call out a specific person. Don't do it generically. Don't do it for the all people. Do it for a specific people, and they will be the one that will be triggered. They will reply. When I post, I say, tell us when. What people that reply, tell us. People that don't tell us, they will tag all their tell us. Say, is this you? Is this you? Is this
That's
you?
very true. That's very true. That's one way to
specific
see
audience. Talk to a specific audience. Don't talk to
everybody.
Say 5 tips on how to do this thing. These are 5 tips. No, here is why your face is breaking out. This one is my face is breaking out. Okay, why? You are selling skincare, right? You start with don't even start with solution. Don't start with the symptoms. Oh, you're working out and then you come back, you have your skincare finished, and then at the end having yes, why? Why? Because this is my condition. Do you understand? So speak to a specific specific person. So the person will feel like this person is talking to me, and that's how you build a community. That's how you build a community around content creation. So that's just little of everything I was saying in the 3 days.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Mr. Maybe. Miss Ban, do you have anything to say on that?
Oh no, most of it already. So yeah.
Okay. All right. So to the next question, someone says, how do I become consistent and post the right content? Mr. Van, can you answer that for us? How do I become consistent and post the right content?
How to become consistent? Oh, and post the right content. When it comes to the right content, I'll tell you for free. You will learn on the job. You see, content that regarding how many courses you take. I take this course, I take that course. At some point, you're just gonna need to move, try it out for yourself, and learn from your mistakes. Okay, so you can take. Some people are just so. Let me take course. You take 100 courses, but you've not actually moved. How would you know what's working? So you see, when it comes to knowing what works or creating content that works, if I'm getting your course correctly, you need to actually start. So now you've taken 1 or 2 courses, enough. Let your brain rest. Start. Execution is important, okay? Start, learn from your mistakes, and move. How to be consistent? Now, let me tell you, consistency is different from frequency, okay? Some people are consistent with 3 times a week. That's fine. On my page, I post 3 times a week. I'm a social media manager, so I have a lot of things to do for my clients. I'm posting for my clients regularly, so I don't have so much time for myself. But I prioritize at least 3 times a week for my page.
Yeah.
And I'm consistent with it. That is the meaning of consistency. Don't let anybody deceive you that consistency is posting every day. No, that is frequency, okay? Frequency is posting every day. Consistency is saying, I want to post 3 times a week and keep to it. That is consistency, okay? Always showing up the way you can. So how can you be consistent? Just by doing what I've just said. Decide what is convenient for me right now to post, to start with. 2 times, 3 times, let's start from there. And we're going to build the frequency from that point, okay? How to create better content? Start. When you take a course or 2, start. You have to start to know what works for your niche, know what works for your audience, and then you do what? Keep doing what is already working. Double down on what is working. That's the
working. All right. Thank you so much. Okay.
So me, I believe in copy and paste. I believe in copy and paste. Then I see
Um,
content I like. Why do I like this content? I will now check what people are saying. What triggered somebody? Something I'm doing, people that are doing very well in that thing. I will now replicate it. You want to create a content that we have views, right? You replicate a content that you see that went viral.
Yeah.
Then how do you post consistent? Because honestly speaking, when I said I wanted to start this thing 2 weeks ago, I was saying I want to post. ChatGPT was saying you need visibility. That's what you need to scale. I said, okay, how do I do visibility? You have to start posting on TikTok 2 times a day, every day. Then one reel, one Insta. I'm like, you are who? Who will be doing all these ones? See, I've not been posting through. I tried it for the first 3 days. I was bored. Is it me that want to be editing every when I'm sewing? I was like, nah. But I now say, let me be doing the little ones I can do. I can literally snap. I'll be sewing. I'll just snap. Post. I've posted. I posted for that day. Till the next 24 hours. I don't need to start editing one big thing. I'm doing process video. I'll just post 20% loading. I'll be 20% done, 80% done. You don't have to wait for it to be perfect. Most times, it is the process that will have more video, more views, than the actual finished product. Because people are anticipating, okay, let's see the end product. Before you know, there are some polished videos. Yes, you do polished videos, but you want to be posting consistently. No, it does not have to be perfect. Just
yeah.
take picture. TikTok has picture post now. Take picture, write something nice on the caption, on the this thing, and go on your way. You are posted. You are posting every day. So that's how you remain consistent. Oh, just check your gallery. If you are see as we are like this, like you check your gallery and you are opening your eye to content, you see plenty content. You don't even have to create. You will see a lot in your phone that you can use to create content right now. You can create 10 right now from your phone. From all those pictures that you have been taking, you can literally create 10 right now.
Yeah. All
Yeah,
right.
speaking
Thank
from
you
experience,
so
I have a lot.
much.
So thank you.
Thank you so much. Ebubechi here says, please, how can I create my own community? I'd like to answer that, Ebubechi. So, first of all, you need to understand that in creating a community, hmm, the first thing you want to know is what is the goal of the community. You can't create a community if you don't have a goal. So the first thing you want to do when creating a community is setting down the goal. What type of community do I want to have depending on your business? For example, I'm a revenue growth strategist, right? And I'm building a community not just because I'm a revenue growth strategist, but because my target audience, they are mostly African women. And one thing my business does is we encourage African women to thrive in business. So, what kind of community do I want to build? A community that grows with business women, whether they are startup founders or they are small scale business founders, whatever, so long as they are not big corporate companies and they are not the Western company. They are African women who are starting a business, who are in their journey of building a business, whether they're confused, whether they lack support, whether they are depressed from the double burden, whatever they're facing. These are the women that I want to cater to. These are the women that I want to care for. And so I build my community around them. And I started with the women that I know, which are the two beautiful women you see here. When you want to create a community, have your goal first. When you have your goal, then you start with the people in your circle that share the same goal. Not see, because the truth is, not all your friends will support your dreams or your goals, and that's okay. That's okay. Some will believe in it when you have already gone halfway in your journey.
True.
That's okay. Find the one or the two or the three that share your perspective, that share your vision. That when you tell, I want to do this thing for so people, or I want to create a community around this, they would root for you. The moment you post your content, they're the first persons to repost, like, and share and spread it around. Then those are the women you need in your community. It doesn't even necessarily need to have you don't need to have a group chat first. You just keep posting, like Dumebi said, she just started posting relatable content, targeting the people that she wants in her community, the people she's talking to. You can start by doing that, but you need to have a clear goal first. That's the first step to creating your own community. If this is clear, could you please put a comment down in the comment section so I know that you understand this? Thank you very much. The next question would be, have you partnered with someone who affected your business negatively? Hmm. When you say have you partnered with someone, do you mean like a collaborated post or you people wanted to do? This is from Kemi. Kemi, if you are here, can you please explain this question better so that we can understand it to give you the best answer possible? We want to know what kind of, excuse me, what kind of partnership was it? Did you pull money together or start the business together, or did you collaborate on a post on Instagram, TikTok, or how, what kind of partnership are you talking about? I don't think Kemi is here. I don't think Kemi is here. So we're just going to leave that because I really don't understand the question. And I wouldn't want to assume for Kemi.
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know whether she wants us to know how it was overcome. Because if we are to answer this, it's just going to be yes or no, right? Have you partnered with somebody? No. And that's all.
Yeah,
Maybe she wants
that's
to know how she can, overcome such a thing. I don't know.
yeah. Kemi, okay,
Because I
she's
don't
back. She's back on. Kemi, can you explain to us what you want us to answer for you? Okay, can you type in the comments so we understand what you want to hear, and then we can explain to you the best way possible. When you say partnership, what type of partnership, and what do you expect for, like, what do you want to know how they overcame such situation, or how you can overcome such situation? I would like to know, please, Kim. I think her network is bad because she just dropped that her network fluctuated. So stay till, you guys should stay, because it's going to be like an announcement at the end of the webinar. So you want to stay till the end of the webinar. So Kim is not here. So probably later I will answer her question. In the absence of that, we've come to the end of this webinar. It was a really beautiful and impactful one. I really had so much fun. I enjoyed answering every question. I enjoyed being here with these amazing and beautiful ladies. Uh, so, okay, Kemi just came back. She said, talking about building a community, has anybody or our speakers ever built something with someone who affected their business negatively? Okay, this is what she's asking. Have you ever built a business or a community with someone who affected your business negatively?
I haven't really, had someone that I would say destroyed my business, no, or affected me negatively in a bad way. But I've built with people that are less compassionate. No, that's not the word. I've worked with people that are less passionate than I am. You see, so as I'm building my team currently, my agency, I'm now working. I currently have a small team of people and about two or three. And I noticed that not everybody has my positivity, not
Drive.
everybody has ginger. So just to be sure, I'm in the same line as you because I don't know what you exactly mean by negative. But from my perspective, not everybody had my passion, not everybody had my zeal. What did I do? It was crazy. It was crazy. I'll tell you for a fact, Kemi. There's some days I will cry. Why can't they just want this as bad as I do? Why can't they just want this as much as I do? Right? When two of you, your goals don't align. So it's either of these things. Walk away from that partnership if it's draining you, or train them to understand the vision. Many times when people don't align, it's because there's no clear vision. When you understand if the vision, for example, this community has a vision, which Rena Karis has stated, women coming together and supporting one another. Anybody that looks like anything different, we delete the person. Is that is that easy, right?
Yes.
So when
Yes.
there's a clear vision, right?
Yes.
Everybody understands this is the goal for business. I mean, if there's anything contrary to that, please take yourself from that away from that situation, or train the person to come to see the light. So for myself, I started to train because I weighed my options. This person wants to do this, but they're just not as passionate as I am. And also, let me tell you what I did. I didn't just make this decision on my own. I had to meet someone who I regard higher than me in business, right? He's the one that gave me the advice. What he said to me was, he calls me Ifunaya. He said, Ifunaya, did you graduate with a 2-1 with a first class? I said, no, I did not. What did you graduate with? I said 2-1. He said, what happened? Why did you graduate with first class? I said, I did not graduate with first class now. What was that? And he said, well, why do you expect everybody to have the same speed and momentum like you? Why didn't you get a first class? And that got
Mm,
that got to me, right?
that
So you
was
see,
deep.
exactly. So not everybody can move at your pace, my love. Not everybody
Pace.
you.
Yes.
So if you see that you don't that if the negative aspect you're talking about is they're drawing your business down, you have two options: walk away if it's really driving you crazy, or shape them to the form you actually want to see. I'm shaping my team currently because I've seen other good parts that they have that I want to train. So I'm shaping my team. But
Yeah.
if they do too much, why? Uh-huh.
Walk away. All
Yeah.
right, thank you. Kemi, I hope you got what she said clearly, and I hope that you're able to navigate through uh, what she said and use the strategies that she's listed. Thank you so much, ladies, for joining this amazing webinar. And thank you to every one of our audience. Thank you for staying with us up until this moment. We're very grateful. I remain your beautiful host, Mata Gurley, building communities that empower women who are in business in Africa. And this is the first of its kind. This is a revolution. This is a movement. We do not expect that built differently. We do not expect that stronger currency ends here. There's going to be another webinar, and it will not be called build differently, or it might be called build differently part 2. We don't know yet. It just depends on inspiration from the Holy Spirit. That's number one, obviously. And it depends on where the women, after this webinar, where the point at which the women that we pick up from this webinar are at in that moment, or the future women that will come across. So this is the first of its kind. This is a momentum, and I urge you to be part of the community, not just because I want to lead a team of women, but because I also need a community of women that would push me. To be honest, I would not even lie about it. Another reason for building this community is because I felt like I was building alone. The mental load, everything. I was tired. I was done. I was so done. But when I thought about it, what if I? It was hard for me to go and find other communities. I don't go out. I'm a home girl. I like my bed. My office is in my house. Do you get? So there's a lot of things that I do not do. So, and I thought about it. What if I'm able to build my own community and get drive from these women? Because the truth is, when you are a leader, you have no option but to lead. You have no option but to leave. And I thought that, okay, the moment I put myself up to this, then I would have the type of momentum and drive that will push me to, push me to attain some level of success, as well as lift other women. Because I am a strong believer that we rise by lifting others. And that's why I am introducing all of you here to the Alpha Pack community. Please, can we have some emojis in the chat box? This place it cannot be quiet, please. We need to hear some, please. So yes, the Alpha Pack, thank you very much. The Alpha Pack community basically is a community where it all happens. It all starts there. What we do in the Alpha Pack community is we support founders. African women founders, support African women founders. We leave them, and when there are opportunities, because I know a lot of women are looking for opportunities to make money. When there are opportunities, when there are job openings in the community, because one day DAS is going to need a virtual assistant. You never can tell. One day,
Actually,
Divine is going to yes, Divine is going to need a personal assistant. You never can tell. And instead of going outside to source for these people, we can start from our community. That's what it is to build differently. You start from the people that you know. It doesn't have to go outside there. That's the point of being in the community. It makes things easier, right? And that's the purpose for Alpha Pack. If there's investment opportunities, we bring it inside the community. We find ways, we verify that it's legit. We find ways to attain that. When it's time for business talk, we talk business, we help each other with strategies that have worked for us, prefer solution, and that way we can rise, each and every one of us. And when they're newcomers, we can lift them up the same way we've been lifted. That's the point of the Alpha Pack community. And I urge each and every one of you here to join the Alpha Pack community immediately after this meeting. It is a paid community, but for the first 6 months, access will be free to everyone who joins from this webinar and everyone who invites another sister within this 6 months time period. If the 6 months pass, you go pay money. Do you understand? But trust me, you will get the value. You will get value from the Alpha Pack community. It's not even small value, because I have been preparing for this community. I have been preparing since how many months? And I am so ready to release it to the world. And you ladies, you sisters will be the first to be in the community. A round of applause for yourselves, please. A round of applause. It's noisy. It's noisy. But yeah, thank you so much, ladies. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you, sisters. Thank you, everyone. We will call it a night at this point. Bye. Good night.
Good night, everyone.
Good night.
good night.
Yeah.